pushed it up to 3, so that's good to know. I'll leave it as that. I know.
How may I assist you?
And yes, I have named the character after the captain of the Damocles. In fact, I'll just quickly show you whilst you're here. That's him. See the trill. That's the Damocles. That's the shuttle. Would be appropriate having a that sort of side of shuttle. Mostly hologram crew. Jem'Hadar. It's not exactly like the crew of the that I'm planning to have in the game, but they'll do. They'll do. Also, it's just nice running around with having Spock and Uhura in my squad.
The team looks like it's almost done with the final checks. Make it quick.
I will give a slight disclaimer. I have actually done these missions before. Granted, it was quite a few months ago, but I have done them.
From the start.
It's just a case of special charges. Basically, he's a bit paranoid that things are going to go a bit south, so I'm giving him assurance by putting some explosives on the pylons so they can be detonated in case shenanigans occur. As he's saying, so what you? Oh yeah, that's in there. Excuse me. It's funny you say that. I have Bones as one of my holograms. Where is it? And see, I have Spock as part of my away team, and I have Bones as one of my bridge officers as a hologram, just for the giggles. Yeah, a friend of mine basically gifted me the set of holograms a while back. In fact, now all my characters have got that, and they're not overpowered, but it's quite nice just running around doing old school activities, especially if you create a ship that looks very similar to the original Enterprise. It's quite amusing. Where did it go? Oh yeah, I expected this dude over here. More Carrick.
If all the preparations are complete, I see no reason to delay.
Okay, let's activate this gateway. Here we go with a... I love that music. Witness to gate activation. Cutscene.
Initiating final power transfer.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway. Got a spike. Attempting to compensate. No good. Abort! Abort the mission!
Touching the keyboard there.
Shut it down. Detonating charges. No effect. Get everyone out of the chamber.
I don't think these cutscenes is your character doesn't say anything.
Now.
Dum dum dum. Yeah, it would have been nice to have
I knew that gateway would be trouble. We can't get a reading on where we are or how far we've traveled. The best we can figure out is that we are not in normal space anymore. And we are trapped. The scientists have been able to get a few readings from New Romulus, but the gateway was damaged. We cannot use it to return. A few people managed to grab some supplies on their way through the gateway. They might have something useful. Check the crates. Assist with the wounded. Once we have seen to the immediate problems, then we can worry about getting out of here.
Let's see if there's a way I can turn off those flying things, because they are... Let's see if this works. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Yes, I've done that. It's the... actually, what I'll quickly do is... I will show you... Before we start properly on this one, I will show you my temporal character. My Andorian. I'm pretty sure that was a checkpoint, if not a major problem. So, this is my Andorian I created. And she's what's called the TOS character, so she started off in the original Kirk era, and her current ship at the moment is, as you can see in the background there, that's the Vengeance from Into Darkness, and that thing is a beast. I mean, to give you an idea of how big it is, see this section here, this is the size of the Enterprise. Yeah, it is huge, and it can cloak. That's yeah, so she's a nice little character. Got the droid there, Borg, complete android, and a hologram Lita. I've got quite a few characters. This one's probably my oldest. He's one I started off with. He's a very old character, so I will never be ever getting rid of him. And there's a few other ones as well. I've got my other Trill, all female crew, just for laughs. My Nautican pirate. I've also got my Romulan, and he's my carrier specialist. And see if you can work out where I got the name from. Delan Hunt. Let's go back to this one. It's definitely one of those games that rewards.
I knew that gateway would be
okay, that's good. Didn't drop me too far from that. Yeah, because I've been playing this since beta, and I've got a lifetime account as well. I've been saving up my deal, buying Zen to buy all my ships and bits and pieces. I don't think I've actually paid anything for any of the ships, which is quite handy. But obviously now I did pay out for the lifetime account when it first came out, and that was about £200 at the time, I think it was. But that's like 7 years ago, so it's more than paid for itself. Plus it's allowed me to get all the different ships and bits and pieces as well, and I've just built up a nice little collection. I'm just going to speak to the wounded. Let's speak to these ones. This is left arm. Let's try bandage. Oops, no. Sling, stupidly. Speak to this one. My fault for not reading it. He's got a bandage, he's alright. Ankle, so she's where she's resting, so there's compact, compress, and elevate. It's quite a nice, simple one. Yeah, it's one thing they've started doing as well recently is a few of the ships, especially like the free ones you get, are now account unlocks, so you only have to do the event to get them once. But when I was playing my Romulan, where is it? See, these ones I just saved up my deal to get. Including like the Temple Battle Cruiser, I just wanted to get all of them. That's why when I do the bundles like this, I just had a lot of Zen saved up, so I just paid for it with that. Just kept doing it. Plus, there's little promotions they do every now and then to give stuff away. Like this bald dude, the Hollow Liter, which is quite nice. I think, and I think there was a couple I did pay for, but they were for like a charity contribution. So if you gave, like, I can't remember, it was like $50, you get, you got like a little one of the ships, a Hollow Liter. And if you have bits and pieces, I think that's probably the only things of stuff I've paid for is things like that. Don't be like that. But for the actual ships, I don't think I've paid anything for the ships as a general rule themselves. Yeah, like these, there's no point in it because I'm only playing on one character. I'm going to try and focus on one ship at a time. Excuse me. Okay, well, help one more guy. Where is it? Oh, over there. Nearly done. The only thing I'm not really too keen on with regards to the ships, that I can sort of understand why they do it, is if you're playing as a Romulan, you can't have the tier 5 ships, or tier 6 I should say, that are dedicated to just the Federation. You can only have the Romulan ones. Now admittedly the Romulan ones are pretty nice, but you know, it's not like you can say, I want to fly a Klingon ship, or I want to fly a Romulan ship. No, if you're a Federation, you can only, at the higher levels, fly the Federation ships. If you're Romulan, you can only fly at the high levels the Romulan ships, and so on and so on. But I do somewhere. Where is it? I think where's it gone? Oops, wrong tier. I think that was a freebie one I got. Yeah, my Romulan can fly the Scimitar. It's a really nice ship. It's very powerful. Slow but powerful. Okay, speak to Worf. Let's continue this mission.
I think I can open this door, but I will need your assistance. Once I override the security protocols, you will need to rewire the primary motivator to release the locking clamps. Are you ready?
Yep. I do like that they've got the proper voices in to do this. Not every character, obviously, because of the budget reasons, but they've got Michael Dorn. I forget the lady's name who plays Tasha Yar. Denise Crosby. She's in it as Tasha Yar. Garrett Wang is in it as well. LeVar Burton as Reforged. She's in it. Yeah, Tuvok. And there are a few others in there, but it would be so cool if they could get, you know, like some of the others in there as well. It would be really good, but obviously it's budget and time constraints, especially if they're doing other things. Like having Kate Mulgrew, you know, pop along as Admiral Janeway would be amazing. I've got to scan the exits. Okay, easy enough. It's so nice just actually having the proper voices turn up. It just adds an extra level of realism and enjoyment to the game, in my opinion. Plus also,
as much as I hate to say this, we will cover more ground if we split up.
Agreed. We should keep in contact as we search.
yeah, I'd love to have Jeffrey Combs on as well, just to have him, you know, voice something like the Vorta or something like that, like Wayu.
Commander Nignon will accompany.
I will accompany you.
I'll, you know, unorganised security detail